I don't know about you two, but I am exhausted. I've got to rest and have something to eat.
It may come as a surprise to you, Laura, but your appetite is hardly on my list of priorities at the moment.
Well, watch it, pal. We're all tired and we're all strung out.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Mikkos and his friends would just love for us to sit around and have tea and sympathy.
Hey, listen, man. I said, would you just back off a bit with that?
Shut up. Just shut up. Come on, I'm sorry I said anything.
Look, we can't wait any longer. You both know that. Something drastic could be happening back at Port Charles.
We all know that, you cosmic kangaroo. Will you give us a break? We're all working as fast as we can.
Then keep on working. This has to be finished by tomorrow night.
What if we're not ready by tomorrow night?
It has to be finished by tomorrow night. Our plans are set. Tiffany smuggles us into the underground complex to blow up this weather machine. Unless, of course, you prefer 2 more days of sun and surf.
Don't go work it.
Meanwhile, in Washington, officials have expressed concern over the abnormal weather conditions which continue to plague the entire northeast part of the country. The heaviest impact centering on Port Charles in New York State. There's growing speculation that the region is in for an early and severe winter. Crops have already froze.
It'll be more than crops that freeze if we don't hear from Valentine.
Mikkos, we must remember that it takes time to organize response from the government. There are people that have to be consulted, and it takes time with that. I mean, there are many decisions to be made, all right?
It's very considerate of you, Anthony, to be so concerned about Valentine.
And we've given his government enough time as it is.
I'm only considering our best strategy, Victor. Let them fully understand what our demands are, so that when they do surrender, we'll have complete victory.
Our brother suggests that we show them some tender mercy. That would be strange behavior coming from the house of Cassadine, wouldn't you say, Mikkos?
So it would seem.
Well, naturally, I defer to your authority, Mikkos, but...
Yes, I'm reassured, Anthony, but somehow your lack of enthusiasm continues to trouble me.
I'm only concerned that there be no mistakes and no failures.
There'll be no mistakes, no failures. I will personally see to that, no matter what has to be sacrificed.
Looks like somebody's going someplace.
Oh, yeah. We thought you'd like to drag the corridors.
Yeah.
We'll even throw in a wheelie if you're a good boy.
Uh-huh. 0 hour, huh?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Hutch. We got to get you ready for your transfer back to prison.
I knew it was coming.
I wish you could stay here, Hutch. If it were up to me, you would.
Well, thank you. I think I'll pass that on to the warden and see if he minds.
Well, if you need a reference, tell him to check with me, Hotshot.
You got it, babe.
I'm sorry, your final appearance has to be incognito.
Right, you got me a little false nose and a beard, you know? And...
No, we're going to wrap your head.
What am I supposed to look like?
Well, the idea is they want you to look like a burn patient en route to a special burn ward.
That's kind of appropriate, isn't it?
What?
Well, on my way to a burn ward where I just may get burned.
Okay, just relax, Hutch. You're almost done. Tape, Miss Spencer. Go. Okay, that's it.
All right. So, does anybody know what happens next?
From what I understand, a dummy ambulance is going to take your decoy from emergency around 7 o'clock. And you'll follow in a second ambulance about half an hour later.
All right, maybe it'll work.
Anyway, if no one knows that you're in the second ambulance, who's going to do anything?
Well, maybe I'll get lucky.
You are lucky. Look at all the people around this hospital that care about you, present company included.
Well, that's for sure. I'll confess that. It's really been great making friends with all of you. Makes me wish I could just get poisoned a little more often if I made that many friends every time.
Well, that's, there are easier ways.
That's it now. We're going to keep this on the bright side. You are going back without any trouble. Got it?
Right. Besides, it's nice and messy when... It's real messy when cons die on the street. They like it better if they die in their cells.
Got some bandages around that mouth there, and Bobby said to keep it on the bright side.
Yeah.
Come on. on. This thing is going to be as easy as a drive through the park.
Yeah. Well, listen, I just got a lot to think about, so...
We know, Hutch. But we are giving you the best chance that anybody could possibly have to survive. I wish we could do the same thing for my brother.
Man, the food in paradise is rotten.
There's another good reason why you should consider backing out of this.
Robert, we're not backing out. Will you drop it?
Okay. Maybe I am going on a little bit about this, but tomorrow night is the big one. It still isn't too late to pull out of this party.
Robert, we're not pulling out. Will you stop that? We're with you. All right?
Okay.
We have family in Port Charles. We don't want to see them frozen to death. Come on.
I just had to give you one chance to back out while you could.
Well, we're not. We're a team. We're sticking together. That's the only way we're going to make it.
That's all settled, man. That's all settled. What we got to talk about now is what we do when we get downstairs into the playpen.
On that, we have got to be letter perfect on. We have to distract that guard at the entrance to get into the elevator so that we can get below without being seen.
Right. Get down there, then we have to get past the other guards into Tiffany's room.
So,
That sounds practically impossible. We're so outnumbered down there.
Right.
so we keep it simple. We get in, we set the explosives, we get out, that's it.
Well, wait a minute. You mean that's it after we make our way back to the raft?
Yeah, and off Fantasy Island.
Look, if we get separated after the explosion, the survivors make their way back to where the raft is and wait 10 minutes, no more.
10 minutes? Robert, what if somebody has some trouble or something?
It still isn't too late to back out. 10 minutes, no more. Whoever doesn't turn up, that's got to be presumed dead.
Surely you know that I'm just involved with this project as anyone else.
Your involvement seems to waver from moment to moment, Anthony.
Mikkos, there are other complications to be considered.
May I presume that Alex is one of those complications?
Yes, she cannot be ignored.
Yes.
Family living in Port Charles.
Which you keep stridingly reminding us.
Victor, there are other things that concern us as well.
Mikkos has thought of every detail, every contingency.
I still think we should be concerned because if we push Ballantyne too far, do you know what might happen? The outside world will search for us.
Our island is totally isolated, you know that.
Yes, I know that. I do know that. But what if they locate us through our radio transmissions? You know what might happen? They might blow us up out of the sea.
Anthony! I have already taken steps to prevent such a possibility. All our transmissions are first shunted through a relay system by laser beam, then broadcast from a robot transmitter hundreds of miles removed from this location.
Well, now what other fish-white worries do you have, Tony?
I apologize, Mikkos. Now I can see that you have been more efficient than I realized.
Well, you know, I hate it when Robert's right, Laura, but Robert's right. We get one chance on this thing, and if we blow it, it's all over.
No, I don't like the idea of being left behind just because I'm a minute late.
Well, it's an easy one to solve, love. Be on time.
You don't have to worry about me, Robert.
Hey, wait. Don't worry about you. Always.
Look, as a last resort, I can always use my stun gun. But we're going to be operating totally on our wits. No backup, no retreat.
We got to figure out some way to distract that spud at the entrance, first of all.
Agreed.
I think I might have an idea.
Let's hear it.
Well, look, it may sound kind of stupid, but, well, you know how women are famous for being afraid of snakes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Remember that rattlesnake somebody sent Alex at the office as a gift? The perfect gift for a viper.
Right. Well, listen to this. What if Tiffany were to walk up to the entrance and then all of a sudden see a snake? I mean, the guard would have to protect her then, wouldn't he? Might work.
Yeah.
We'll say no more about it, Anthony. As for Alex and the concern for her family, let me assure you, I wouldn't want them harmed in the slightest.
I'm sure she'll be relieved to hear that.
Now then, You go and tell her just what I've told you, and both of you, please stop worrying. It disrupts the harmony of our operation. I won't let anything happen to Port Charles.
All right.
Unless I have no other choice.
What about Max and Noel? Letting them leave the island by seaplane to return to their own country might have been a mistake.
A mistake? I don't make mistakes, Victor. Seaplanes are notoriously unreliable. It would be a shame, wouldn't it, if Max and Noel didn't make it back to civilization? A tragic shame.
Yeah, I feel like a refugee from a monster movie.
Hi.
Hi.
Wow. Is this really someone I used to know?
Yeah.
It's possible. Guess who?
What do you think?
Well, it certainly does something for you. I don't know quite what, but...
Let's hope it does the job.
I'm into that.
Yeah. I just wanted to say goodbye. See if there was anything I can do for you.
Well, I really appreciate that. There is maybe one thing.
What?
If you could call Rose for me, tell her I said goodbye.
I'll be happy to.
Well, that's great. That's when you have time, of course.
Listen, I'll do it right away.
I want to thank all of you again for everything you've done for me.
Hey, take care of yourself, huh? And, we'll all be very anxious to know how you're doing.
Well, I'm going to be doing a lot better just knowing that there's people like you even giving me a passing thought from time to time.
We should get going.
Yeah, you're not done, Hutch.
Take a free ride here.
You got it.
You ready? Yeah. Cover him up.
Hang in there, Tiger.
Okay, do it.
Good luck. Coming through. Care. Operator, I'd like an outside line, please. It's Dr. Adamson. Thank you.
Kelly Steiner.
Rose, hi. It's Gail over at General Hospital.
Hi, Gail. If you're calling for dinner reservations, no need. You get the best table in the house anytime.
Well, thanks, Rose. I'll take a rain check on that very soon. Rose, look, I'm really calling for Hutch.
Is something wrong? Is Hutch all right?
Yes. I mean, he's fine. He just wanted me to tell you goodbye.
Goodbye? But he can't leave like this, not without warning.
Rose, look, I know this is a surprise for you, but that is the way that Captain Ramsey wanted it.
Is he already gone? I mean, has he already left his room?
Yes, he left us now.
Don't you let them take him away yet, Gail. I'm coming over to the hospital right now. Martha, take over for me. I gotta get over to General Hospital right away. I'll explain later.
They're moving him out tonight.
Here, dry, crab shells, filling cells with warm sand.
Captain Ramsey. Good to see you. Thank you, guard. Well, how's it going? Business as usual. Same old silent treatment. I don't care, though. I just go in my mind and pretend I'm on the beach talking to the seagulls.
It's good to have that kind of imagination in here. Well, I see they've given you familiar accommodations.
Oh, yeah, the royal suite. Ironic, isn't it? Hutch's old cell. And they put me in here to protect me from Big Ralph.
Well, at least the warden has you isolated. That's something.
I'm sure I'll have better luck than Hutch did.
Well, from what I understand, the heat is not on you as it was on Hutch. How is he? Just about ready to make the long ride back here.
No, I don't like that. That's not a good idea. It could be a very short trip, Captain.
Toby, I promise you something. Nothing is going to happen to Hutch, or to you either, if I can help it. That's why I'm here tonight. The warden has promised complete cooperation.
Promises, promises. You know what you get when you stuff an empty bag full of promises, Captain? An empty bag.
Well, it's not going to be like that anymore. Because I'm letting the word get back to Big Ralph. I want him to know exactly what he's up against if I hear that you or Hutch even have skinned your knees.
I like your sentiments.
Good.
But you're still on the outside. And this is my reality in here. And you don't know it.
Let me tell you something, son. There's one thing I do know. Nothing had better happen.
And what if it does? Will they be able to pin it on Big Ralph then? Not a chance, Captain. Because he won't even be around. Big Ralph always covers himself. It's funny how a guy that big can be so invisible.
All right, looks like this'll do it. Okay, can you manage by yourselves?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You gonna stay here and see if Tiffany comes back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, you better get a move on.
Oh, don't worry about us. We'll make it to the cove without being seen.
I don't have to belabor the point that time is running out.
Please don't. Please don't.
Tiffany, Tiffany, wherefore art thou, Tiffany?
Thank you, Lieutenant. All right, move out.
It's not fair.
I didn't bring you along to offer opinions about our operation.
But I want to go outside with you.
I've already told you why you can't. Mikkos has tightened security.
Then why are you going up?
Because I... Watch my lips, Corinne. I am in charge of security, and I have night patrols to supervise. Got it?
There's always some excuse to keep me from having fun.
Corinne, if you don't shut up and go back to your room, there won't be any more fun now or later. Hunter, those books need a spitfire.
I feel so abandoned. You don't see any reason why I shouldn't be allowed to go outside, do you?
It might be a little unusual in that outfit this time of evening.
These are just my exercise leotards. You like them?
Very attractive.
Thanks. Well, you know, a girl has to exercise to keep her figure. I think I'll go over to the crystal room and warm up, so to speak.
My, Corinne, aren't we a little careless on the dress code today?
Oh, I was just going to do my exercises. You want to join me?
Oh, how boring. No, I think I'll go back to my room and take a nice, long nap.
Oh, okay. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3,
we're going to divide into 2 patrols. The first patrol under my command will move off on the left perimeter. The other under Lieutenant McKite's command to the right. Any questions? None. Amazing. All right, let's go.
Oh, hi. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just, Mikkos gave me special permission. I'm going for a little moonlight dip tonight.
I'm exhausted. I can't go another step.
Oh, no, baby, we can't stay here. Somebody can come along and they can find us, really.
Well, then I'll just have to surrender.
Look, I'll carry it from here.
No, Luke, you're loaded down enough already.
It's not that heavy. Come on, Laura, we can't stay here. I'll carry it.
Just let me rest for a minute.
The cover is just around the corner
I
here.
can't go any further.
What is that? Is that a snake there?
Where?
Oh, no. Just a leaf. Got you on your feet, didn't I?
What if we get caught?
Then this whole world will have to chill out, baby.
And even if we don't get caught, Luke, we may not be able to stop them.
Hey, look, we all know the Iceman's got all the odds in his favor. Laura, we may not make it.
I know. But we knew that going in.
Listen. You know, if tomorrow something does happen, one of us, I want to go out knowing that we have been together.
So do I.
Okay. Can we make a date right now, right? Let's just take this last section of this raft and we'll stash it, and we're going right back to the hut. And let's spend the night together, please.
You know, I almost forgot what that was like. It's been such a long, long time.
I know. Let me remind you. Remember me?
I love you.
Yeah.
Does it? We have to make it.
Let's go. Get the stash and get back to the hut. No, I got it.
Are you sure?
I got it. That'll do it. The raft's out there.
Do you think we're going to make it off the island?
Sure we are. After all that work, You bet we are. No doubt about it.
What about food and water?
Oh, not tonight, baby. We'll think about that tomorrow, okay? Tonight is ours.
You know what I'd like?
What?
A nice, cool swim underneath our waterfall.
And then what?
And then spending the rest of the night in your arms.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Luke.
Yeah?
Whatever happens, at least we will know that we have tonight.
We have tonight. We have tonight.